Hello, welcome back to Keeping the Conversation Alive, and today, how to stop being a victim. But the problem is you might not think you're a victim, so that's part of the problem and the double bind. And how to learn to stand in your power, and that's a cool thing. I think you could relate to standing in your power. It's like, oh yeah, that sounds cool. So how do you do that? By first seeing how you're a victim. Now I've done these, got babies in the background. I've got these two slides that you might have seen before and a bit complicated. I'll shuffle over this way. Because, and I'll just whiz through them quickly, you need to stop being a victim to be able to stand in your power. You can't obviously do both because they're two very different places. I'm going to show you that. Yeah, oh no, I'm going to show you that in a second, the other one. But first, victim or drama triangle. It's not invented by me. It's been around for a long time. Yeah, I find it very useful because people don't think they're stuck. Let me tell you, being stuck in victim mode is not fun at all. So just very briefly, let's start down at the poor me. That's often a place where we go to without realising it. It's like you take a negative view of yourself, you give up too easily, you feel useless. Oh, who am I would, I could, I can't. You go ahead, I'm not good enough, I can't do that. I wish I could, but I can't. I'm stupid, I'm not, blah blah blah. I'm not good looking enough, I'm not popular enough, I'm not anything, all that sort of stuff. Blame is kind of they're all opposites, and we can all operate in all different areas, but we kind of generally have a preference. Blame, oh, I would, but I could, but I can't because all the reasons there, the excuses. Well, I want to, but you can't, or I haven't got enough money, or the government this, or the government that, or all the reasons, but it's not taking responsibility for yourself. So it's blame, and that can be quite vicious sometimes because you're trapped and you're feeling crappy because you feel useless. So it can be quite vehement sometimes. And then on the other side, the poor you, that can be like putting yourself down because others are more worthy, which sounds magnanimous and lovely, and empaths are great at this. In fact, anybody that's in empath will be in victim mode. It's just whether they can overcome that, and let me tell you about that in a second. But feeling unworthy, who am I? You're much more deserving. Trying to save people is a classic, and again, it's a lovely magnanimous thing, except you're not in a position to save somebody because you're still stuck yourself, so you can only help somebody so far, and that doesn't really help them or you, because guess what, you feel poor me or blame it. I'd be able to do more if I could, but blah 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 blah. So helping others more needy is a lovely thing, but unless you're able to help somebody get out of that, then you're stuck. Now, guess what? This is perception. This is all about perception. And if you're in victim mode, you're stuck. This is your default, but it's in your subconscious. You don't realize. It's like it's there, but it's not there. If you see my point. There we go. So what's the opposite of this then? The better way to be up here. So the empowerment triangle. This sounds cool already. So this is passion-based, outcome-focused. This one's, just a minute, let me show you because that's cool. This is anxiety-based, problem-focused. All right. So this is like, this is sounding more interesting already. So how do you become, the coach role that you take both for yourself and for others? More positive, resourceful for yourself and for others, but encouraging of yourself and others. What about over there, the challenger? But you've got this wonderful balance of being able to become, remain empathetic. Empaths, empaths aren't just stuck down here, but they have to really work to overcome this bit. Be courageous enough both in yourself and your self-beliefs, and self-assured enough not to back down for others and give away your power. This is all empowering stuff up here. And the creator, the dreamer, but somebody that doesn't just dream and go, oh, I wish, but I'm not. It's like they take action on it, and lead yourself, and that's just an awesome thing. But guess what? What will? Well, what stops you? What stops you hopping from here to here? What's the transition? The thing that's going to stop you is your mother of all beliefs. That's the thing that keeps you in victim mode. And that's the bridge that you need to overcome, because that on its own, that stops you. It stopped me for 13 years and I couldn't see it. I got closer and closer and closer, but then back down, closer and closer and back down, closer and closer. And it's like, what is it that's stopping me? Because again, guess what? It's there, but you can't see it. So I hope that's useful. Let me take that down. All of that. So it's all perception, because what makes you empowered? What makes it's you? It's all perception, but the default. You need to see what your default perception is to then create a new and more empowering one and go, oh, holy, I can choose that rather than that. So you make it real. You're the one that puts this into reality by thinking it and becoming it. but guess what happens? Just a minute, baby. Just what happens before you think it. It's your belief. It's there in the deeper level, and that's what I talk about with generation traps. It's a deeper level. It's in your subconscious that you do not see. That's what's driving you. And that's what you bring into reality. So you don't notice you're in victim mode when you're in it. That's a classic thing. You wouldn't say I'm a victim. You wouldn't say, but your actions, I'll be able to tell. But take the test. That's why the test is so powerful. It shows you where your self-esteem is, and if you have low self-esteem, this is where you are. You're just boing in victim mode, whether you like being. Some people I've had in the past that don't like victim mode. They really like, I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor. Well, guess what? That's semantics, but you're a survivor, but you're still stuck in this stuff. Maybe you've overcome some stuff, absolutely, but you're traumatized by it still. And I'm not saying that with any disrespect. As I say, I've carried this. I've been a victim in my business, victim in relationships, victim in friendships, victim in to myself. To myself, because it's all perceptions based. It's all wow. So you need to get your head around this if this is relating to you. So if it's not, then cool. So you choose your response to situations, and then that takes you to a new level of awareness. So being able to have this distinction between these two areas, then choose what you want, is like woohoo, things open up. And you could see that in the in the language of this. It's just so much stronger. This is empowerment. You're standing in your power. That's what I'm talking about, standing in your power. And it's such a cool place to be. Right, how long have I been? 6 minutes, almost 7. So I'm going to cut it short. This is just an introduction. Let me know if you want to hear more about this. But what my invitation is to you, let me say, first, you need to identify the way you want to be. And that's around, it's a simple thing, isn't it? If you've got these two choices, which one are you going to choose? Is it going to be victim mode or empowerment? So you need to choose where you want to be, and also notice what keeps you in empowerment. And guess what that is? I've given that one away already. It's the mother of all beliefs. So that's why it's so important to find the mother of all beliefs, because that's the wall, the wall that stops you transitioning. And with your growth into that area. So it's so important to find that. And it took me a long time. That was the missing layer for me. It was like, why can't I, the glass ceiling, classic glass ceiling, why can't I transition beyond this? I understand it intellectually, but I can't turn it into action. Why? So my invitation to you, start your inquiry. If this is the start your inquiry. Take the test. Look at the webinar. I've got more time to go through it. Mind you, I keep it to 30 minutes, so you've got to listen fast as I talk fast. I pack so much into it, and I found talking fast, you can pack more in. So you have to listen fast to that one, but that's available. You'll find the link. It's from the end of the test, actually. The link is there. So if you take the test, then A, that confirms whether you need it and it's wasted time or not, and B, the link is there at the end of it. So take the test. If you're interested in more information about this whole victim triangle and dichotomy stuff, let me know. I can do more of it. I can deep dive. I have thought about doing just a one-off webinar on it if you're interested, but let me know. There's tons of information, more information. This is just a top-level slice. So do ask me any questions. I'll bring this one up. Do ask me any questions. So take the test. The link is around here. Please do engage with this. Help the old algorithms, like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. Subscribe to the email so these videos are delivered in an email every day, Monday to Friday, for you. Lots of love. I hope this is interesting to you. As I say, give me the feedback on that, and I hope this is of service to you. Many thanks. Have an awesome day. Loves you, boyo.